It's March 1st of 2013. You wake up in your dorm room at Florida State University's Panama City campus, and at first, it's like any other day in 2013. You're taking a much needed break from YOLOing, so you send your friend a Harlem Shake video while remarking that it's so laughter. Much wow. Then all of a sudden, it happens. An ancient terror rises from the seas of the years gone by. A familiar sound can be heard echoing throughout the hallways. You can't quite make it out, but little by little it becomes louder and clearer. You Spin Me Round by Dead or Alive. Good song, but what's happening? You look back at your 2013 gamer PC, click on your friend's response when you see it. A big floppy ding-dong, spinning in a clockwise motion as its owner gets pounded from underneath repeatedly, over and over again for all eternity. By 2013, it had been years since this website had first reared its face, but so many years later, its memory had still not yet been erased. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of Meatspin. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is an RPG with over 500 champions, each one tailored for different situations. It's easy to get started and build a successful team on Raid. First thing you want to do is work your way through the campaign, so put most of your resources into building a party that's focused on there, and as you get stronger you can do the early dungeons, where you get better rewards such as scrolls from the Minotaur. The arena has some of the best awards, and I feel like the matchmaking has improved a lot recently, making it a lot more accessible for new players. Clans are a big help too, and if you want to join mine, I'll kick out some inactive players, but join quickly because they fill up fast. This month, Raid released the Artifact Forge, where you can save time and craft artifacts directly, and they also added advanced quests, which have amazing rewards daily. They also brought out some new champions and are working on a feature called the Doom Tower, which I don't know what it is yet, but I'm looking forward to it. With everything that they've added recently, this is probably the most fun that I've had playing the game since I got it. And if you want to join me, click the link in the video description. If you're a new player, you'll get 100,000 silver, 50 gems, 10 mystery shards, and a free champion, Hexweaver. All of it will be found here in the upper right corner. If you need advice, you're not alone. Subscribe to the guide on the Teleria world and find out the whole truth about Raid Shadow Legends. Link in the description. Good luck, and I'll see you there. It seems that a lot of you guys' favorite kind of video that I make is about those single surfing shock sites like 2 Girls 1 Cup, Goatsy, 1 Guy 1 Jar, and one that gets requested a lot is Meatspin, the website with a dick spinning in a clock. Did I say spinging? The one with a dick spinning in a circular motion while its owner gets fucked up the ass. And it has a counter that goes up every time you watch it repeat. And Meatspin is a little bit different from a lot of these other shock sites in that it had a lot of different forms from the one you probably know. Spin.gif, the original spinning dick gif, is purported to have originated on the site clerk.org, a site that at first appeared to parody the layout of Goatsy while mirroring a lot of other popular shock sites, and eventually pictures of the owner's food. And in April of 2004, it would make its way to dickcream.com. So, dickcream.com, if you watched my video about the history of YTMND, you'll remember that I mentioned that its owner, Max Goldberg, at that period in time, liked to register a lot of different wacky, funny URLs. And after his friend Sean suggested it, he registered dickcream.com. Unfortunately, Sean passed away in early 2004, and this caused Max to think, hey, we have to do something with this URL. But he wasn't sure what to actually do with the website, so he gifted it to his other friend, Sode. Sode had some ideas about what to do with it. Max, I'll give you access to a domain. I don't have anything for dickcream.com. Sode, sweet. I'll just keep making lame flash loops and animated GIFs. They're so raw-rific. And some have called this website the spiritual predecessor to YTMND. Very little has been archived of dickcream.com because most of the site was in Flash. But some YTMND users did try to recreate things that they saw on dickcream.com, like the site made by Curdy V. And later that month, Spin.gif would get one of its first bursts of mainstream popularity on YTMND. In fact, this image was featured on the 7th ever YTMND made, entitled Ridin Spinnaz. On the site, they used the song Ridin Spinnaz by 3-6 Mafia, which itself was about spinning rims and featured them prominently in the music video. It also displayed the text "We Ridin Spinnaz also cocks." And it's debated whether or not it always said "also cocks." Personally, I remember "also cocks" always being there. But either way, just the phrase "also cocks" became a meme in itself, getting repeated across the internet with and without the same context. It would also lead to a few safe-for-work variants, like Tetris is Ridin Spinnaz, Teddy Bears is Ridin Spinnaz, and Pee-wee is Ridin Spinnaz. And it was March of 2005, almost a full year later, that Meatspin.com was created. And this was where it would gain most of its popularity as a site that you trick people into looking at. Now with the song "You Spin Me Around" by Dead or Alive and the counter that goes up every time you see it spin. That number goes higher than 45, you get a pop-up that says, "You are now officially gay," smiley face. It's hard to say for sure who the proud owner of the Meatspin world record is, but according to Meatspin.cc, a mirror site for Meatspin, it belongs to a few Irishmen. The world Meatspin record is 10,112 spins. Legend states that the record for spins viewed is held by a group of Irish university students in 2009 who recorded themselves sitting through a total of 10,112 spins. It is believed that the team comprised of 4 students working around the clock to ensure they did not miss any spins. Although video evidence was taken on a webcam, the recording was lost. The story has not been verified with evidence. So you got 10,112 spins divided by 45, that's about 222,224. Then you divide by 4 for each student, and each of them is about 55,506 times gay.
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you as sacrifice.
And it became really common with this site in particular to set people's homepages to it when they weren't looking, to do it at your school, or to go to Best Buy or something and make all the computers have their homepage be Meatspin. And there are a few other variants of the site that popped up. One of them where it had like a little window that popped up and it's bouncing around the screen like that DVD logo when you're trying to click it and more of them come up. And there was another version I remembered where it made it look like your computer had a virus, and then it's like it's doing the bar where it fills up as it does a virus scan on your computer, then all of a sudden you're staring at the little bar go up and boom, it's Meatspin right in your face. At some point, a few people got scared that Meatspin contained a virus, and I can't help but think that that theory originates from that version of the site. But here's an example of someone who got scared by it on Yahoo Answers. Is Meatspin a virus? My friend told me to check it out, and hell no ain't. I don't know WTF Meatspin is. Aaron C says, "It gay, literally. Don't go unless you like guys. No, it's not a virus. It's just 2 guys having butt sex." Source: experience. I got tricked. And in fact, the identity of one of the people featured in the Meatspin video was revealed on the Meatspin.com forums, and yes, there were Meatspin.com forums. Most of the posts on the forums went as you might imagine. "You're being shut down. I am reporting you to IPS and your site is being shut down. You may find yourself in court." But in one thread asking about where the clip originated from, it was said that it originated from a Brazilian film entitled T.S. Bitches, and starred trans porn star Cristina Bianchini, aka Cristina Bianca. As time went on, Meatspin, like a lot of other shock sites, came and went, faded away to the darkest places of our memory. But the site would have one last hurrah in 2013. It was that year, on March 1st, that Florida State University's Panama campus would endure an attack against its wireless network. An attack that caused all the traffic on the network to redirect to Meatspin.com for a whole 30 minutes. That's a lot of spins. The hacker was very quickly identified as a computer engineering student named Patrick Blowen. Probably not how his name is actually pronounced, but it's how I choose to pronounce his name. Patrick Blowen was subsequently suspended and arrested and charged with felony offenses against computer users, a protected class, I believe. Patrick maintained that he didn't specifically choose Meatspin to be the target site, but rather that it was chosen at random by his hacking app. He also claimed that he did this because he was concerned about the network security, and doing this would force the university to fix it, something that they did extremely quickly. What can I say? I guess not all heroes wear capes. In the time since, Meatspin has expired and changed hands many times throughout the years. Sometimes it's porn sites trying to harvest ad revenue, and sometimes it's hub sites that are like, "Hey guys, prank your enemies with epic shock sites." Can you actually believe that they managed to gentrify Meatspin. Did you ever imagine that in your life you'd be looking back fondly on a big swinging dick and think, ah yes, better times? But anyway, that's all for now. If you like this video, you'll also like my video about the history of YTMND. I'm out.